The impact of parenting style on child development. Today, I'm going to be talking about the different types of parenting styles, scientific journals and their findings, and different types of scientific graphs. So, what are the three different parenting styles? The first parenting style is authoritative. Authoritative parents value giving their child a sense of independence, establishing clear rules, having clear communication, and providing emotional support. Authoritative parenting is considered the most balanced of the three parenting styles. The second parenting style is authoritarian. Authoritarian parents often want their child to be obedient, to follow orders, and to receive punishments. Authoritarian parents often do not have great communication with their child due to their dictatorship style of parenting. These children typically do not feel a sense of independence or freedom with this style of parenting. The last parenting style is permissive. Permissive parents value giving their child a sense of freedom and often do not establish rules. This parenting style is characterized by indulgence and a lack of rules. Children that are raised by this parenting style often feel like they have no sense of direction or support whenever a conflict arises. There is an overbearing amount of freedom with this parenting style. So, why are these parenting styles so important? There are a lot of different reasons that parenting styles are important. There has been research done on the different parenting styles and how they impact child development. Some of these important things are suicidal ideation, behavior, and academic self concept in children. The way that these parents raise their children can impact their self esteem, their behavior in school or social settings, and their suicidal tendencies. These are all very important parts of growing up into a healthy, well functioning adult. So, what do the scientists say? In a research study done in 2016, suicidal ideation in children and parenting styles were analyzed. This research study analyzed authoritative, authoritarian, and permissive parenting styles to determine if there was a relationship between them. The research study analyzed that the authoritative, authoritarian, and permissive styles did indeed have a relationship with suicidal ideation. The researchers also sought to discover whether or not attachment between parents and children had any effect on suicidal ideation. This experiment consisted of 604 adolescents who completed three questionnaires. One was to determine the attachment that the children had to their parents, one was to determine the parenting style, and the last one was determine the suicidal ideation. It was discovered that the condition of the emotional bond between the child and the parent was positively associated with the authoritative parenting style. On the other hand, it was negatively associated with permissive and authoritarian styles and suicidal ideation. The authoritative parenting style increases balanced bonds between the children and the parent, which in turn can lower the risk for suicidal ideation. Whenever the child does not have a strong emotional bond with their caregiver, they may feel more insecure and in turn have a higher risk for suicidal ideation. Child development depends on strong, trustworthy bonding between the child and the parent. This research study focused on the finding of Bowlby's attachment theory, which states that the emotional bonds that children form with their parent are crucial for their development. This experimental study is consistent with previous research conducted on parenting styles. This graph demonstrates the impact of an authoritarian-styled mother on suicidal ideation. As you can see on the graph, this model shows the mediation effect of the relationship between the two. Parenting style can also influence a child's academic self-concept and how well they behave. In a research study done in 2018, researchers tested the different outcomes of parenting styles on 199 primary school children. There have been previous studies demonstrating how positive parenting can raise children's self-esteem and lower their behavior problems. In this study, there were three questionnaires that were administered to determine parenting styles, the children's behavior, and the children's academic self-concept. Two of the questionnaires were filled out by the children themselves, and the behavioral assessment was filled out by their teacher. After the assessments were complete, they were analyzed using process analysis and SPSS 21.0. The researchers discovered that the parenting styles play a pivotal role in child development. Children that experience positive parenting growing up have an increased chance to believe that they will succeed academically, and they also have better pro-social behavior. Positive parenting also led to the children internalizing or externalizing their problems less. So as you can see, this graph demonstrates how positive parenting and negative parenting can influence academic self-concept. Depending on which style of parenting the child is raised on, it can influence their academic self-esteem, which in turn, the child may have better or worse pro-social behavior. The child may also learn to internalize or externalize their problems. In conclusion, parenting style can significantly influence child development. An authoritative approach has produced the best outcomes for child development. And here's my reference page. Thank you.